Hi, everyone. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us. This is Olga and Javi Solis from New Jersey, and we are excited to have you here and excited to share with you what this patch right here, X39, has done for our family, for people's health. The science and technology behind here is unlike any other, and I can't wait for you to see more. So, just a little bit about us. Our first introduction to this patch came in July. Prior to that, my son has been trying untraditional ways to help improve his quality of life with stem cell injections, biomedical, holistic doctors, anything that could help and improve his quality of life. We just had came back from traveling internationally for stem cell injections a few months prior to July. And we got a phone call from a dear friend, and he introduced the patch to us and what it was doing and how it was helping people. And I thought he was crazy because I don't understand how stem cells could possibly be inside this little patch. Well, long and behold, I did my due diligence and did a lot of research, and I felt like it was safe. In fact, what I felt was if I didn't do it, it would be stupid of me not to give it a try because it was completely holistic. So we put the patch on my son first week of July. My son has severe autism. He has apraxia, he has sensory processing disorder, and he's a non-speaker. So as you can see, I had this fight in me to try everything in my power to get him to where he needed to be to give him the best quality of life. Once we put that patch on my son, we just waited. And within 7 days exactly, we saw something remarkable. We were sitting in the backyard, and I looked over at Javi and I said, is he swinging on the swing? Now, wait, before you say, oh, it's not a big deal. My son has a brain-body disconnect. So he knows exactly what he wants, but he cannot execute those movements or those motor skills. So my baby was swinging full momentum and as happy as he could be. At 9 years old, that's a huge accomplishment for someone with apraxia and severe autism or significant challenges with autism. And we were astonished. We couldn't believe what we saw. We ran with it. We knew we had our hands on something phenomenal that could do big things, not just for everyone in general, but the autism community, which is being hit hard. The true epidemic, 1 in 36, the CDC just released a few weeks ago. So we've got our hands on something that could help this community and everyone else that you know and love. Not only did my son learn how to swing on a swing, he learned how to ride a bike, something else that he really wanted to do. So we're over the moon excited for what we're about to show you. And we hope that you open your heart and listen to what we have and give this a chance.
That's right. And it's very impactful, that story with Alex, because we went not once, but twice internationally to get him stem cell. And so funny, the minimal results we got from that, this did everything that he wanted, and it may not have seemed big deal to anyone. It was a big deal to him, swinging and riding on a bike. And like Olga said, have an open mind and an open heart to hear this message, because the person who invited you here today is so excited to show you why they're so excited and how this little patch can impact not yours, but the people you love. Okay. And here in LifeWave, what we do is we help people. We resolve people's problems. And Mike Hernandez solved our problems.
That's right.
That's right. We don't have to go internationally anymore to get stem cell injections, because this little thing right here changed the game for him and for as a family as well. So have an open mind and an open heart, because you know what we're about to show you today is going to blow your mind. So we're going to share our screen over here. All righty. All right. So have you been patched? Okay. If you were probably patched, you're going to be patched, and you got results from the patch, and the reason why you're here today. And like Olga said, we are totally all in when it comes to LifeWave, and we were one foot out of the door.
We were.
Okay. We didn't want to do this again.
This industry.
That's right. This industry. And Mike and Saeed changed everything, and we said, we got to give it one more shot. This is a secret that the world needs to know about. And like Olga said, the past 9 months, we have went on the ground running nonstop, impacting people's lives, sharing this product here, sharing a product there. And we wake up every morning,
So grateful.
with these, with text messages, with
Yeah.
videos, and people are so grateful
Testimonies are
That's right.
out of this world. They can bring a grown man to cry. It's honestly the God's honest truth.
That's right. That's right. So why X39 stem cell activation patch? So the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age, the slower you heal. So by the age of 30, half of our stem cells are about to go. So I always wondered why when my body felt so horrible after I worked out, I couldn't heal
Yeah.
quick. If I gotten sick, I couldn't heal fast. And by the age of 60, you have none.
You lose the stem cell. Yeah,
That's
your
right.
activity.
None. So now I wonder why I felt so horrible. So when I put this patch on,
Recovery, right?
that's right. Back in the gym, I felt great. I recovered good. I have a boost of energy. I have deep
Oh
sleep.
yeah.
And my plantar fasciitis. I had bad plantar fascia on the bottom of my feet, and this change is a game changer, guys.
Yeah.
So we're very excited.
So how X39 works, this is really interesting. So X39 is the holy grail of anti-aging. So I don't like to use the word anti-aging. I like to use reversing an age, because that's truly what we have in our hands. It is most of us, when we want to get stem cell, any type of injection, it has to come from the bone marrow or from an embryo, from an embryo, and it must be injected. So here it's something completely different. It's holistic. It is rejuvenating your own stem cells, so nothing is coming in. It's made up of organic nanocrystals, and it is formulated to activate your own copper peptides, which in turn rejuvenate and reactivates your own born God-given stem cells.
So this is a 19-year-old company. We went from a $20 million company to a $280 million company in the last 2 years. Now that is huge, guys.
Yeah.
What that big jump because of this one patch, X39, that was created by David Schmidt. Okay, it took him over 10 years to create this. And in the last 10 years, people are caring more about their health. And the jump from 20 million to 280 million, that is huge.
It is big.
Big numbers, and we are in over 75 countries. So this patch is going worldwide and is impacting the families and lives of children and women and men all over the world. So David Schmidt is the CEO, and he is the inventor of this X39. Now, this patch has over 130 patents. He is not only the scientist, but the inventor, but a 2-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award. Okay, and not once but twice inducted in the International Hall of Fame. Now that's a huge accomplishment.
It's big.
We met him last Saturday when we were invited to Steve and Gina's house, and we broke bread with him.
Yeah,
And
remarkable man.
humble
He's
guy,
a
right?
genius. He's so smart. He is a wealth of knowledge, and we are so incredibly lucky to be locked arms with him right now.
That's right.
And I can't wait to see what comes next,
Yes,
because he's really got
Yep.
so many things in the works of what's about to come out next. And just think big, my friends.
Yeah, he
Think
has a
big.
lot of things that he has a big vision when it comes to in this company and where he wants to take it. And we're just sitting there on the table listening to him with our mouth open, like,
Yeah.
wow. We're in the right place at the right time, guys. And
Yes.
so we all need to be
The truth.
more excited than we are already now. So
Okay, so one of the things that I truly am so incredibly impressed by is that we have over 100, is it 130 patents, as we said?
yes.
So over 130 patents, which is huge. So nobody else has that, okay? He's really got us locked in for success, and he knows what he's got, Dr. Schmidt. The other thing that I'm really truly impressed with, honestly, my friends, is that this is not another Me Too product. This is not another collagen or CBD or nutraceutical. And I can't express to you how incredibly difficult it is to go against all these companies and they all have the same exact thing, but here we don't. So we're in a great place. We are in an extremely great place. Just try to listen, just listen to me good and listen to me hard. This right here is all of it's, you cannot get this anywhere else. It is completely ours. You could only get it here at LifeWave. It is not another weight loss product. It is not another Me Too product. It is here. It is ours. Talk about right place, right time.
That's right.
right? And activating your own stem cells. So here's a list of things that it does. One of the things that I'd like to bring to your attention is that you may put the patch on and you may not feel something right away. And you may think, well, this is not working. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're wrong. It is absolutely working. Your stem cells in your body are like little soldiers and they go exactly to wherever the inflammation is. Okay. So one thing that I really found interesting is that I was listening to one of our friends talk about this, and he said that those with diabetes, right, they have a low blood supply. They've got low healing properties, especially in their hands and feet. And this patch right here is doing wonders on those with diabetes, and it's helping rejuvenate the stem cell and reduce inflammation. Inflammation is the root of all disease. I'm sure you've heard it before, and if you haven't, it's exactly that. It is helping with rapid pain relief. It's helping, like I said, with reduced inflammation. It helps support wound healing, energy and vitality. That's a huge one. I felt that immediately when I put the patch on. Mental clarity, of course, enhances sports performance, recovery, and improves skin appearance. One thing that I also wanted to share and touch on is that I myself have an autoimmune disease. I have something called vitiligo. So my body is attacking my own skin cells and I'm losing pigmentation over my body. Probably about 30% to 40% of my body has already lost pigmentation. One of the things that I would have never expected is that when I put this patch on, I only put it on just to rejuvenate my stem cells. I did not for 1 second think that it was going to help me with my own case with vitiligo. So this patch is actually bringing back pigmentation to my skin, which I think is phenomenal because there's nothing on the market that helps bring back your pigmentation unless you're doing some type of intense light therapy.
Yeah.
So
look at the things that it does, is rapid pain relief, reduced inflammation,
Yeah.
and think about it. How many people have these issues in their lives that you can help them with this patch, guys? It's truly incredible.
So here we have a topography map. Okay. This is really cool. So you have a 77-year-old woman who was tested and they're all 3 weeks apart. So the first one you see, session 1, she's placing the patch on her back. She's placing the patch on her back of her neck, and she puts they do the study, the first study, right? The first case study. You see all of that red, that is that's inflammation. So 3 weeks later, the redness starts to subside, as you see in session 2, which I think is remarkable what's happening. Then we push it three more weeks later, which is 6 weeks later from the initial case study, and we're starting to see greenish, bluish, more prominent greenish and bluish throughout that session 3 case study. And here now what we have is we're seeing that it's oxygenating the tissues, which is remarkable. And when that happens, we know that she's got healthy tissue now. So you can just imagine that she must have mental clarity her mental clarity is getting better. I'm sure she's got more focus. She's probably feeling better. This is a remarkable study, and this is actually a proven study, not just somebody saying it. Here you have the study right in front of your face. X39, let's go into this long-term results. So first and foremost, 4,000 genes begin to reset immediately within your first few days of wearing the patch. That is significant. One of the things that I'd like to share is that we all have telomeres, and as we age, our telomeres shrink, and it affects our aging process. So here, the patch is resetting, rejuvenating 4,000 genes and reversing age. Then we hop over to the 6 weeks. Now your brain becomes much more balanced, and you're decreasing symptoms of PTSD and anxiety and depression. Then 3 months, within 3 months into this, the results, your collagen has increased, right? Decreased wrinkles, hair growth is increasing structural integrity of both your skeletal and muscular system. So this is interesting because what we've noticed that some people are saying that their color is coming back in their hair. So if they've got gray hair, or the grays are coming in, that this has actually decreased the grays, which I thought was really interesting. And then also your bone density is increasing. Okay. So now we're going into 6 months, and this is huge. Your heart reverses in age. This is so big. In recent studies, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by 8 years by just 6 months of using X39. Now, you're impacting people's lives here big time. Just think about it. We're bringing people's age back. We're giving people, if you look at it this way, you're giving them a longer life to live.
That's it. That's right.
So as Dr. Schmidt says, quote unquote, it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing.
So they put this together, this website called startx39.com. This is going to tell you everything that this patch does from A to Z, no stones unturned. It's going to tell you everything. And then we have it in every language that we in the country we participate in. Take a snapshot of this picture for people who are new here and look at this website. It's going to blow you away. And it's going to tell you everything and anything that this patch does and how it's going to help you tremendously.
So it's really simple. Like I said before, patch goes on the back of your neck. It could also go at the bottom of your lower abdominal. This is the way they did the study. 12 hours on, 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. I really highly suggest one thing, because your body is going through such heavy detoxing. Please, friends, drink lots of water. It's going to help so much with the effects of the patch and what it's doing for you. Also, it's going to make you feel better. I also want to add that just in case, for example, I had lower back pains. I pulled my lumbar. My back was killing me. I decided to put the patch right on the affected area. And you can do that too. So there are people there are friends of ours and people over with us in our team that have put the patch on the affected area and have felt such relief immediately with just placing it exactly wherever it is that you need care or attention.
So here is a lady who had this injury on her face and used the patch, and in 3 months, this is her results.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, this is amazing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look how it progresses when it comes to healing. The body just heals itself in just 21 days.
Yep.
And the lady below, look at her skin within, wow, day 1, day 42, and day 355.
In 1 year. Yeah.
355, 1 year.
Almost, yeah.
Amazing. And the hair growth that's happening to these people here in the bottom corner.
Mhm.
Now, it's amazing, if you ask yourself, you're sitting here and you're hearing these testimonies and you're hearing what these patches does to people, you must say to yourself, wow, I suffer from that. I'm going through this and it can help me with this.
Right.
And then you can say to yourself, and you're saying to yourself, how many people suffer from this as well? And they want to go through the natural way of healing their bodies. So we're going to stop our sharing screen here. And we're going to invite a very good friend of ours, our business partner. We call her our wingman.
Yes.
And her name is Linda Sanchez. She has a big, huge story of the X39. Linda, the floor is yours.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me? Yes?
Yeah.
You can.
Perfect. Okay, great. I'm so excited to be on and finally sharing my testimonial, being on the other side of the call, right? This is so amazing. So it all started with this little tiny patch. So, I'm always patching people and we're getting these results, and it's so exciting because I'm like, I love hearing these emotional, heartfelt testimonials of others. And, I'm a pretty healthy person. So I just love the peace of mind that it's been giving me with my health. And I'm just like, feel great, amazing, energetics, better sleep, all those great things. But 4 weeks ago, I had to put it to the true test. So I was in the gym. And I was working out and I was doing the leg press. And I don't know if you guys know, some of you guys that go to the gym, you see those 45-pound round plates, right? Well, I go up to the plate to pull it off to do the workout, and somebody left it teetering on the, where it's stacked in there, right? 5 deep. So when I immediately grabbed it, where was my foot? In a Converse tennis shoe placed right underneath it. And I know we all cringe whenever I tell anybody they see me in this boot now, and they're like, what happened to you? And they all cringe, like, oh my God, that sounds so painful. And so it literally flipped out of my hand. And some people were like, couldn't you just grab it or move your foot? I'm like, that is so much gravity from like chest length, like falling down. There's no way, it's impossible. So needless to say, it slams directly into my foot. And you guys can imagine, it was a total out of body experience. Like the world stood still, everything went silent. I think I went into shock. My body went hot and I'm freaking out because I've never been injured or hurt or wounded. I've never had, surgeries, things like that. So I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I literally froze, didn't know what to do. So needless to say, I drive myself to ER after the tears bursted out, right? I'm like, ah. So I'm driving with the 1 foot down the, to the ER, and they keep calling my name, making me walk, and I'm like, I don't know, it's broken at the time. So we do the X-rays and all this stuff, and the guy goes, God, this is kind of a common thing today. You're the second person. I'm like, what? So that was kind of funny, but I find out when the doctor comes in and he's like, well, got to break the news to you. And I'm like thinking, I'm strong. I know I got away with it. I'm good. It's going to be like a fracture. It's going to be cool. And so I was really scared to even take my shoe off, guys, and my sock. Like I didn't even want to see what was going on there, right? And of course, when I did do that, it was like inflamed this big. So they tell me it's broken in 2 places. And I'm like, no, I don't want to hear that. So, long story short is they give me the boot, the boot literally. And so I leave there and I'm thinking, what can I do? I want to accelerate my healing. I want to get rid. I don't want to have pain. I'm a baby. I don't want pain. So I immediately get 2 patches and I put it at the top of my foot. So, I'm 4 weeks in now. And I really want to say this, in this whole time, I've not had 1 ounce of pain besides the day it fell on my foot when it was excruciating. And, the doctors gave me this very strong medications and drugs and things like that. And I'm not a medicine girl. I'm a natural girl. So I was like, I don't want to be able to resort to this, but I'm thinking, oh, they must know I'm going to be in severe pain because they're prescribing this. Otherwise, they wouldn't give it to me. So I get all these prescriptions and I'm like, okay, ibuprofen, inflammation, but I'm going to patch up. So I'm going to double patch up, right? So I do that. Never had any pain. I mean, literally, thank you, Lord, and thank you, X39. No pain whatsoever. Discomfort, yes. Inflammation, bruising, that's obvious. You're going to have that. But I really feel all of that was minimized by the patch. And then I went to the doctor 3 weeks in, and I wanted to have x-rays because we were going to be traveling to Florida, all of us, airplanes and all that. And so the doctor didn't want me to go. And he's like, stay off the foot. And if you don't stay off of it, I'm going to cast it. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. So being in the boot, I'm like, let me stay in this boot. He goes to the x-rays and I bring him the ER one. So he knows it was broken in 2 places, yada, yada. And so now he's looking 3 weeks later and he goes, something? And he comes in like puzzled, really confused. And then he's like, if I didn't know any better, I would say it was never broken. He's like, because your foot, I cannot detect any breakage anywhere in the x-rays. And I ordered all of these different angles, sideways, step down, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I do not see the break at all. He's like, it's pretty remarkable. He's like, what did you say you're wearing again? And I'm like, I told you I'm wearing these stem cell activating patches. I said, that's what's doing it. He's like, well, what else are you doing? I said, well, besides vitamins and elevating my foot and icing it, that's about it. But it's my patches. He says, oh my gosh. He's like, well, I'm going to tell you, keep doing what you're doing because you're having an amazing result. And I'm like, yeah, doctor, like hint, like, do you get it? So who knows, right? I planted to see it either way. And I got another follow-up to see him again and we'll see where it's at. But I'm almost thinking like, I don't even need to go back because I'm healing great. I got this foot and you can't see it, but it's all bandaged and it's doing good, and I got it wrapped up, but I'm limping, but I'm getting better and getting stronger. And I'm so glad that I have this tool in my back pocket. I'm like, what else do I have? Boom. And I've never taken one of those hardcore drugs. I have not needed to. They're in the pantry. So that's my testimony. Thank you for letting me share. And I just, wound healing, right? Inflammation.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Thank you.
All I got to say is X39.
That's right.
X39. Way to go, sister.
Thank you.
Thank
Love.
you
Thank
sharing
you so much.
So guys, there you have it. We share 2 testimonials with you and mine, one with Olga's son, Alex, and now with Linda. The patch works, we can't make any claims, but the patch does work. David Smith, the scientist that created this, is just an amazing man. And I can't wait to meet up with him again and how he's just changing the path of everyone's health. Okay, naturally. So I'm going to go back to sharing a screen. All righty. So guys, we first spoke about how powerful and effective this patch was. We spoke about how the changes making in people's lives. We spoke about how people are now reaching out to us and how they can get more in life, and not only physically, spiritually, financially, and physically and financially as well, but people are looking for more, and they're
Mhm.
willing to do something about it.
Yes.
Okay, so what is most important to you? We spoke about a product and how we can get rewarded and compensated for changing people's life, getting from where they are to where they want to be, not only with their health, but also with their finances.
That's true.
So what do you want more in life? Ask yourself, is it family freedom, time, security, travel, better health, or less debt? When I started this profession 15 years ago, I needed it all.
Yeah.
I needed it all. But the one thing I always wanted was time, because that's one thing you can't get time back. And the one thing to enjoy time and everything that's posted here on this page right here, you need better health. And without better health, you can't enjoy anything.
That's right.
So the potential of the stem cell industry, stem cell therapy has becoming so much popular. People are realizing the importance of health with stem cell. Stem cell industry is expecting to explode from 200 million to 300 billion with a B. That's a big jump.
It is.
And some guys, we are all positioned perfectly to get a piece of that pie. Okay. And all we have to do is share a product called X39 with people. So how do we get compensated? Now, you see this here, you have a team, you're a leader, you started a team. And the business model is the one important rank that we have here is called manager. That's 2 on the left and 2 on the right, enrolling on a silver kit or above. Okay. But business builders start on the gold kit. So imagine you're on the gold kit and you sponsor 2 on the left and 2 on the right on gold. Like I said, silver above, but preferably gold. You're a true business builder. And you repeat that model on becoming a manager and helping people go manager. And you repeat that and you repeat that and you repeat that and you create leaders, you can earn up to $25,000 a week in this binary lucrative system. And here's the deal. We create leaders, okay? And we don't create followers. We create people. We look for people who want more and who want to do something about it.
Right.
And if that's not enough, we have a very good matching bonus, unlimited income potential when it goes to 3 generations deep, that the company compensates you even more when you create more leaders. So if I would sponsor her and she would make $1,000 this week, she's my first level.
Right.
I'll make 25% of that.
Right.
Where can you find that? And we can't find that in our regular jobs, but people do love their jobs, but people don't like their jobs because they have to go to their jobs because they have to pay the bills, they have to feed the family, they have to pay the mortgage.
Right.
But you know what? We do this business. You work full-time on your job, we work part-time on our fortune. And what we're doing here is working on our fortune for our future. And we're just teaching people to do the same. And let's talk marketing. Onyx Co has this 331 system that she has that's so effective. And we use that.
So simple.
That's right. We use that to our whole team. And, we set a target where we wanted to go. And that's the one thing we did, right, babe?
Yeah.
We came out the door. This is our target. This is where we want to be. This is how many people we're going to help. And our target was this. And we had a strategy behind that. And we never diverted. And all we did was teach our team to do the same exact thing.
Yes.
And it duplicated. And it just grew like wildfire, and the momentum is pretty much uncontrollable.
It is.
And that's a good thing.
We're not complaining.
No, it's a good thing. So here's the website, build331.com. Take a snapshot of this. And this is the resource library of how to build the business. Is amazing, for all the 9 steps to success. And, listen, Honest Cole is a genius. She created these websites for us to win, putting us in a position to win.
Yeah.
Guys. So what can this mean to you? It can mean everything. It can mean nothing. But you want to know something, guys? It meant everything to us. Because not only the one thing that it did to Alex, but what it can mean to everybody else that's in our community.
Yeah.
There's so many people who are looking. There's so many people who are hurting, not only with their health, but with their finances, babe.
So many people,
and
right now especially.
That's right. We just can't be blessed, but we have to become a blessing and bless people to others. But we're not with this patch, but in every aspect, spiritually, physically, emotionally, and financially. We cover all those 4 spots because the world is hurting, guys.
Yeah.
So, the time is now. We couldn't be positioned so perfectly because after this pandemic, people are just crashed. Their hopes were gone. It's like instead of an elf on the shelf, there's a dream on the shelf. We're here to dust that dream off and say, you know what? Let's figure out how to get this. Let's get this target going and let's get you to where you are, to where you want to be. And all we have to do is duplicate. We do a plan of duplication that works amazingly. So are you serious about your dream? What other options do you have, guys? And, we ask people to be multidimensional, have multiple streams of income. You have a job, you work that, you use that to pay the bills, and you have this business that you want to create with us, and you'll be a business for yourself, but not by yourself.
That's right.
You know,
That's
and
such
we
key.
could create a fortune
Yeah.
and have more time for your family, and have more time for your children, and have more time with your spouse, have more date nights,
Right.
you know, and
Go
not
away
complain.
on vacation.
That's it.
Enjoy life.
You know, and be pain free and financially
Yeah.
free. You know, so the person who invited you to here today, you know, they're going to ask you one question. What was your favorite part of this whole presentation?
Mm-hmm.
You know, was it the health aspects of it, or the financial aspects of it, or even both? You know, we wanted both. You know, we're in it for the long haul. And how can it change your life? And let's forget about, you know, the $25,000 a week. Let's talk about $500 a month.
The car payment.
That's right. You know, and $500 is life-changing money for some
For
people,
some people,
folks.
yeah.
Even $100. And you know what? We have an amazing lucrative binary system that actually can get you there. And you want to know something? The person who invited you today will show you step by step on how to get there.
That's right.
And it's so simple. Okay. So take a snapshot of this, because these are all the resources that we have here: the Facebook page, the YouTube page, the Build 331 site. It's simply amazing. Guys, I'm going to say something, and I'm going to stop sharing the screen here. You know, Olga and I got into this because we're very passionate about helping the community, helping families, single moms, hurting families. You know, what's your mission statement? Okay, what's your mission statement? People are here today because they're excited. They saw something in you to partner with them, to build a business, to change the community. You know, are you open for that?
Yeah.
You know, we are. As many people are, and that's why you're here today, guys. So that's why we say have an open mind and open heart to receive this
Yes.
message, because you know what? When it goes from here to here, you're unstoppable. And basically, that's what we're doing here in Lifeway. We're changing lives, and we want to do the same thing for you.
Amen.
So, you know,
Yeah.
that's all we got for
was
today. And, you
If
know,
we can do it, you can do it. I have complete belief in everybody that's here, all almost 500 people. I believe in my heart that anybody is capable of doing this. You've got a product, you've got science, you've got technology, and you've got something that really works, and it's helping a lot of people.
that's
So
right.
if we can do it, you can do it.
So get to the person who invited you today and say yes. Say yes. Tell the world to figure it out
Figure
later.
it out later. That's right.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.